Hi there, あきです。こんにちは。Today, we are going to learn how to say you in Japanese. In English, you use the word you all the time, right? For example, you are very kind. Can you help me? Nice to meet you. All of these have the word you in them. When translating to Japanese, you becomes あなた. But in Japan, people in fact rarely use this word you. In reality, saying あなた can sometimes sound a bit rude or blunt, depending on the situation. In anime and textbooks, you often hear words like あなた, 君 or お前. But in real conversation, these are not commonly used. Well then, how do Japanese people refer to others when speaking? Today, I will clearly explain the rules of how to address people in Japanese. Let's get started. Part 1. Why Japanese people don't use あなた. In beginner Japanese textbooks, you often see phrases like あなたは学生ですか? Are you a student? Or あなたの名前は? What's your name? That's because あなた is a direct translation of you. But in real life, Japanese people almost never use あなた in conversation. Why not? There are two main reasons. Reason 1. It feels too direct or condescending. あなた is a very direct way to refer to someone, and it can come across as strong or even arrogant. For example, あなた、こんなこともできないの? You cannot even do this? This sounds like you are talking down to someone. That's why using the person's name rather than あなた that is more natural and common. Reason 2, it's used in close or confrontational relationships. In some cases, like between married couples, あなた can be used. For example, a wife might say, あなた, what time will you be home tonight? But that's only because of the close relationships. On the other hand, using あなた with someone you don't know well can sound cold or rude. Also, in argument, あなた can sound very aggressive. あなた who do you think you are? あなた you are always like this. That's why, depending on the tone and situation, あなた can have a very negative feel. Part 2, using names instead. If あなた is not commonly used, how do Japanese people address others? The answer is simple. They use names, and usually they attach a polite title like son after the name. This is considered the basic and respectful way to refer to someone in Japanese. For example, if someone's name is Tanaka, you can say, 田中さんは何が好きですか? 田中さんの趣味は何ですか? This is polite and sounds very natural. Son is similar to saying Mr. or Miss in English. For children or close friends, people might use ちゃん or くん instead. For example, Yuki-chan, you look cheerful today. Kanta-kun, you are really good at soccer. These are friendly and warm ways to refer to someone. However, using ちゃん or くん for adults can be inappropriate, except if it's a boss or senior speaking to someone younger. In most situations, son is the safest choice. Another way people refer to others is by using their titles or positions. For example, 田中先生, nice to meet you. 田中部長, could you check the documents, please? Sometimes even without the name, 先生, please take a look at this. 店長, what is today's shift schedule? This style reflects Japanese hierarchy and respect. What if you don't know the person's name or it's your first time talking to them? In that case, people often avoid using any address word at all. For example, instead of saying, あなたは何をしていますか? What do you do? You can simply say, お仕事は何ですか? What is your job? Even with close friends, saying just, you are so kind. In Japanese, 優しいね. No need to say あなた at all. It still sounds natural. In Japanese, it's more polite, not directly to refer to the person's name at all. This refers the conversations become more polite. Part 3, kun and omae in anime and movies. By now, you know that あなた isn't commonly used, but what about words like 君、君 or お前, which you hear a lot in anime, manga, and movies? Let's start with 君 or 君. This is somewhat softer way of referring to someone. However, it's usually used by someone in a higher position to someone below them. For example, a teacher might say to a student, 君はよく頑張ったね. You are doing a great job. A boss might say to an employee, 君に任せたい仕事がある. I have a task I want to assign you to. So, it's mainly used when the speaker is in a higher position or equal position. Using 君 or 君 with someone older or a stranger is generally not good. Now let's talk about お前. This one is very casual and it's often used between male friends or in fights. For example, between close male friends, お前 you are seriously awesome. But it can also be very confrontational. お前 don't mess with me. You will hear お前 not in anime, but in real life, only a certain group of people use it, and it can sound very aggressive. Therefore, only remember just that nuance. Are you enjoying? I hope this is helpful for you. See you later. Bye bye.